Yeah, we are live at least, but it will be a little longer here before we are actually starting what we're doing today. I still have a few things to set up here at home, but it's very nice to have you here. I'm thinking, very good to see you here. As I said, stream will start in about 12 minutes or so. I still have a few more things I am going to take care of, but it's nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good, good, good. Empty that before I sit down. Actually. Well, I actually left the second classroom there today because my students were a bit too much today. I'm not here to sit and complain about that. I rather just forget about that. Is that here? see if that works. Maybe that works better. Oh, wrong button. No, it's not too bad, to be honest. Just sometimes it gets a little bit too much. Okay, 5 minutes left. I think we are about to start here a little bit early, probably. I think I have everything set up as I need it now. Let's see, so that isn't in the way for everything, and I will scroll this down a little bit. We are gonna build a little monster here soon, at least one. We will see if we have time to build more. I have a little idea that we're gonna be working on. Let's open my projects. Let's go to monsters and grab our raw template so we have somewhere to start. Come on, there we go. So I'm gonna build a monster today. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but it is based on a little story I read not too long ago called an anti-meme. The story is from one of the SCP Foundation stuff. Most people probably know it somewhat what it is. And yeah, that's what we're gonna try and do today. So I'm gonna call this monster for now. Just, oh, no, that's the wrong button. Close that so I can see the chat again. There we go. We are gonna call this monster anti-meme for now. I have no idea about what it's actually gonna be called later on, but it is going to be a medium. Oh yeah, it's a little bit high still. I think I'm gonna turn that down at least. Oh, I can do this. No, that's wrong. Yeah, that's a little high. Why isn't that working as I want it? Okay, somewhere there. Yeah, an anti-meme. It's a medium-sized aberration. That's not how we spell that, but that's fine for now. And obviously this thing is gonna be chaotic, evil. I kind of feel like that's the vibe for these types of critters, for sure. That's probably where I want the music, so I can hear other shit. Let's put that out. Armor class, HP, I have no idea. Obviously it's gonna be a D8 because it is a medium-sized creature. Stats, we'll come back to things like that in a while. I do think it's gonna be a bit higher on intellect though, because I think it is going to be a spellcaster using intellect. So let's give him +4. Yeah, let's start there. No, I don't know if it's a hybrid creature really. It's an aberration. I think this creature is sort of like, it comes from outside of reality itself, sort of. So that would land it as an aberration, but I mean that could obviously look like a hybrid, but and kind of the inspiration I got from it, sort of, I think it might just look like a dude in a trench coat or something stupid like that. He's just gonna erase people's memories. I have some ideas for traits and abilities that we're gonna plug in here for it. For sort of that thing. So one of the traits we're gonna give it, we can start with that actually, because I do have some notes around this. So we call this, just call it empty memory for now. Empty memory. Let's parse that properly, otherwise I will be very confused when I get back to this later. A Frenchman, yeah, sort of like a Frenchman. Like a trench coat and, I don't know, like a fedora or something real stupid there like that. Like, I don't know, like a noir detective sort of is kind of the image I have in my head. So, let's take the bold off. The meme. How do we want to write this? Cannot be remembered when it is not seen. This will freak players out a lot, I think. So basically, any creature that breaks line of sight. Right. Do we want to give this a DC? Probably. So any creature that breaks line of sight with meme must make a DC. Well, let's think. So that would probably be an 18, right? Let's think about this. What would this be? So 4, probably 8. It would be 16 though, right? Yeah, that seems about right. Roll. Or forget its yeah, I can't remember exactly what SCP it was, to be honest. I was looking at what are they called, that YouTube channel? Can't remember what the YouTube channel is called now. Let's see if I can find it quickly. No, that's the wrong one. Let's go there. Pretty sure I have it here somewhere, because I was watching them a lot the other day. They're pretty good. They do like breakdowns of tropes in books and media in general. Really fun channel. Did I not watch it here? I might have watched it on the thingy downstairs. Yeah, maybe. So I can't find them now. It doesn't really matter. They're pretty good, at least. They do like, yeah, breakdowns of tropes and stuff in media. No, I don't think it's gonna be a melee creature at all. He might have, or it might have, some sort of melee attack as an extra thing, but I do think I kind of want to do this as a spellcaster of sorts, just because there's a lot of spells we can utilize for this creature, sort of for the purposes of like altering memories and basically fucking with people's heads. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, they forgot the existence. That will. How do we parse this? Yeah. So that we can. That makes the next attack from the meme be with advantage. Uh, Something like this. Again, stuff like this will be changed. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much mental attacks, hallucinations, memory alterations, things like that. And like if we take a look at this text, this is not perfect, but for now this sort of makes me understand exactly how I want this to work. Basically, when they forget, if they fail this save, should maybe be in 18 instead. We'll see about that later. Basically, when they fail their saving throw, they forget that the meme exists, meaning that they are technically being surprised when it attacks, i.e. giving the meme advantage on its attacks, basically. We're gonna make it a spellcaster as well. So, spellcaster. Yeah, I guess an ultimate gaslighting. Yeah, for sure. Oh, right, I need to put that there as well. So spellcasting or spellcaster. I don't know what level he is, so we just write it like this for now. Is something something level spellcaster. Spellcaster. Its spellcasting ability is int. So for now the DC would be, its DC is 16 for now, so let's write that out. That's 8 plus 4 plus 4, meaning we are giving it a proficiency bonus of plus 4 for now. Again, this might change, of course. Yeah, for sure. It probably is gonna have a higher than normal dex, I think. Not only to scare the other adventurers more, but also because it's not gonna wear any armor, being a spellcaster. That's pretty much the only way we can bump its AC in any like meaningful way, and I don't think the AC should be too low. Thinking around 15 probably. I mean, of course, it doesn't have to follow the normal rules of D&D because it is a monster. You can pretty much do whatever you want, but I like sort of putting it somewhere around the same space at least. So its spell attack would be plus 8. That's a 4 plus 4. Keep that there so I remember what I'm actually doing. I'd classify this as a wizard as well, I think. As the following spells. We're gonna take a look here together in a bit on spells, exactly what we want to give it. I think somewhere up to like level 5 spells at least, because I do want to give it modified memory, and because that's kind of the ultimate anti-meme thing, right? Yeah, but that's okay if they're all high. I mean, they're supposed to be able to beat it. It's kind of the point as well. Sure, of course, but I mean, you always have to keep that in mind. And to be honest, I usually just build whatever I think sounds cool, and then, how people play with it and how they react to it, that's kind of up to them. Okay, so let's think. And did have something I wanted to do with actions. Yes. It will have multi-attack, I think. Just to freak a little bit with them, because most spellcasters don't usually have multi-attacks. So I think this can be sort of a fun thing. And I was thinking it's gonna be able to cast spells and one of its sort of like melee attacks, if you will, as well. So when the anti-meme make 2 attacks on its turn, one what we call it, psychic or just mind attack. So this is a melee attack and one spell attack up to, I don't know, up to level 2, second level spell, maybe. Again, no, so what multi-attack means for monsters in D&D is just that it can do more than one attack on their turn. It's a standard term in D&D. Many monsters has this, like multi-attack. They can make this attack and 2 of this attack or whatever. Like yeah, here for example on the anti-meme's turn, it can take one of its mind attack and cast a spell at the same time, sort of. Can sort of show you something here quickly. Let's click on. We can go and look at the guards here, for example. We can scroll down to the guard captain here. So he has multi-attack. The guard captain can make 3 longsword attacks or 2 crossbow attacks on its turn. So that's sort of how multi-attack works in Dungeons and Dragons. So here the sergeant can make 2 long attacks or 2 crossbow attacks. And this one, the corporal here, can make 2 halberd attacks or 1 crossbow attack, meaning that either he attacks twice with his halberd or once with his crossbow. And then now we have this creature here that can make 2 attacks, but it has to be, one of them has to be the mind attack, the melee attack, and then the other one has to be a spell attack. It's not like it can change however it wants. But let's try and make this mind attack. Mind attack. So parsing. I want it to be correctly, otherwise I will go crazy. Nope, not that. It's a melee attack for sure. Yeah, D&D is, the 5th edition is fairly simple in many regards. There are obviously places where it gets really crazy. The real D&D, I don't know what the real D&D is. 5th edition is pretty simple compared to older editions, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, we will class this as not a weapon attack, a melee spell attack. We don't need to write attack twice. Then we do so we're still using that, so it would be still +8 to hit. No, I mean, yeah, my campaigns are usually a bit more brutal. I use a lot of older stuff and a lot of more gritty rules for sure. I have some weird house rules, like I don't do death saves in my campaigns, for example, for the most part, which many people don't like, but I like it and my player seems to like it, so yeah. No, it's also pretty standard advantages and different monster races and things like that for NPCs. I mean, just take a look at the monster manual or something, and you get what I mean. Same way if you just, I mean, just the standard races are pretty monstrous in some regards. You mean, you can play as a freaking Dragonborn after all, so yeah. Oh, let me do this. I forgot to do that. Let's click there. Turn that like that. Where are we? Okay, one target obviously. No, how would I want to word this? And what would I think that to hit would be 3d8 maybe? No, 8 is a bit much for this. It has multi-attack. 2d6. Yeah. 2d6 psychic damage. Actually, I'm gonna lower this to that. So that, what is that? 3.5 plus 3.5 is, well, 6. No, 7. So average damage of 7. Because I wanted to. And how was it that I wanted to write this? Yes, and target must make DC 16 is where we're at. Yes, int save or be stunned until until the end of the anti-meme next turn. This can be very brutal for them, for sure, but I think it sort of fits. Alright, I shouldn't I need to fix the music sometime for the next stream. I don't have time to do that now. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. So this is that. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, for sure. But it relies much more on the players, actually, more than the DM to some extent, for sure. I mean, it always, when you get D&D explained to you for the first time, of course, it's gonna sound like, oh, it's all the DM, it's all the DM. And yeah, I mean, technically, yes. I mean, the DM could just kill you outright if they want to. That's, of course, a possibility. But hey, why would you ever play with a DM like that? The best DMs, at least the best DMs I know, they have a vague story, and then how that story goes depends way more on the players, and yes, of course, the dice, but more on what the players decide to do than what they actually, the DM wants, or even what the dice want sometimes. Like, I mean, everyone hears about the rule of cool, right? But I mean, it's the rule of whimsical, rule of what's fitting. You play the game as you want. Like, if a player wants to try something really awesome, fucking let them. If they want to try something really dumb, let them succeed, even without the roll sometimes, just because fucking that's hilarious. I had a reaction I wanted to give this creature as well. actually. I'm thinking sort of when the meme takes damage, it can force the attack to make a DC as well, int. And I kind of want it, if it fails, if they fail on the save, they're gonna lose whatever spell or ability the attacker used against the creature. Sort of like very much enforcing, like, yeah, shit, this creature can actually steal your memories completely. So let's just call it forget for now. Get. And yeah, this is gonna be the meat and potatoes of this creature in some way. Let me parse this out before I go stir crazy. This should be in italic as well. Semi-permanent. I was thinking, like, yes, you can get it back, but it will require at least a great restoration spell, which at the time I'm kind of envisioning you're gonna fight this creature is a spell you're gonna have access to for sure. So it's not insanely bad, but it's also like it will freak players out because yeah, they will probably not understand that at the beginning, and hopefully your players are good enough role players if you use a homebrew creature like this that they will actually like play into that memory loss as well, like, because it's just supposed to be the ability that they forget. Sort of like almost like a fuzzy shadow has been placed over it almost. But how would we want to parse this? So when the meme gets hit by an attack, because it shouldn't be, should it be damage? Yeah, damage, I think, because if we write attack, that means like AoE effects wouldn't count if we're talking language as a whole. So we should probably just do by. So we would say when the anti-meme takes damage, it can force the. Would we call it the attacker? Just to make sure. Force the source of that damage to make a DC 16 int say. So the reason why I write source here rather than attacker or creature or something like that is because to some extent I think this would be, yes, because my brain is fucking weird. Like, I don't know, imagine like an automated trap or something makes this damage to it. Like it could, if it wanted to, make the trap forget forget how to use the trap mechanic from itself. Yeah, I was thinking that to begin with as well. Like 1 or 2 turns, but then that kind of just becomes another way to sort of say it becomes a lesser stun or a lesser restrain sort of. So I kind of want them to forget it longer than that, at least for the entire combat, and just to reinforce that no, this creature is actually sort of destroying your memories in a sense. About how to use this thing, like completely destroying it. So you have to use like a lesser, or what am I saying, a greater restoration sort of to sort it out. I think 1 or 2 turns is just too much of a. It's too much of a minor effect. Mm. It should be a pretty dangerous creature for sure. And again, I don't think we're gonna give it too many like hardcore hitting spells. I think it is mostly gonna be like mindfuckery spells like illusions and stuff like that. So it's gonna have to rely more on its cantrips and this mind attack here. And I don't think it's gonna be able to. I don't know how I would word that yet, but it wouldn't be able to like make you forget how to just straight up swing a sword. So like melee and ranged attacks, maybe just melee attacks wouldn't. It wouldn't be able to make you forget how to use that, so to speak. Because yeah, and yeah, I think that could get them to be creative with their toolkits as well. That's kind of the idea of it as well. Like trying to get them to be a bit more creative with how they use spells, what spells they use, and things like that. So to speak. Yeah. That's not what I want to do. Let's see. So blah 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 blah. How did we want to word this? Kind of like in saving throw. On a failed save, they fail, they will forget whatever ever spell or ability was used to make the attack. Well, yeah, something like that. Standard, like, the loss can be reversed with a greater modify memory or wish spell. Yeah, true. I mean, there's things you could do for that in D&D, for sure as well if you want. There are some people that roll with brutal combat like that for sure. Like, if I think it's called what, mass impact or something like that. Shit can happen if you take like more than half your maximum hit points in one round. You get like a system shock, I think it's called, or something like that. I do that when my players hit 0. They roll on table, taken from, I think it is Professor Dungeon Master or something like that, or Dungeon Craft. I can't remember what his YouTube is either. Most of the effects there is you're dead, but some of them are you lose permanent charisma or dexterity or int or something like that because yeah, you took a bad hit. But this, I don't know, this feels right for me right now. Again, This might change a lot, of course, with the final product uh, when we get there. I do think we are gonna take a look at some spells. So let's check this page out here to get some game on here. Check on some spells we want to use. Let's just click on all spells. We can also D&D spells that affect memory. Let's write that in as well. Affect, not effect. Good work, Joel. You're an English teacher. No one has made a list of that stuff. Sometimes you can find like people make lists of these spells modify these things. Well, let's take a look here. We have modified memory. I'm pretty sure we want to give it that for sure. Let's go and check that it is a 5th level spell, right? Yes. As this feels to me like the quintessential like sort of spell it should absolutely have. You attempt to reshape the memory. One creature that you can see must make a wisdom saving throw. If you are fighting the creature, it has advantage on the saving throw. This part here, I would probably want to change for the purposes of this creature, but we'll see. We can put that in a trait if we really want to change that in some way, which I do think we want to. How do I do this? Oh, sorry. I'm messing around here a little bit. I'll be back in a second. If I click here and then this. No, I don't want to see that. Go away. And then if I do, if I do this, maybe. Yes. Yeah, modify memory is a large spell for sure. Like you can do a lot with it. On a failed, that target becomes charmed by you for the duration. The charmed target is incapacitated, unaware. Can still hear you. While this charm lasts, you can affect the target's memory of an event. 24 hours. Was no longer than 10 minutes. You can permanently eliminate all memories of an event. Allow the target to recall the event with perfect clarity. Yada yada yada. You must speak to the target to describe blah blah blah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I might modify this a little bit, giving it some traits, sort of like just to yeah, we'll see. But I do think it should have this. So let's give it at least a level 5 spell slot. Should probably have 2 then, just cause. So we want 5th. Oh, wrong button. 5th level. 2 slots. If it has 5th level. Anytime soon, I don't know. I don't have the gear for it really, to be honest, to stream sessions yet, and obviously that also depends on my players more than anything as well, because most of the sessions I run, actually all the sessions I run right now are paid, so customers to me, they pay me to DM for them, so I wouldn't necessarily want to just, we're gonna stream your paid D&D sessions now. So sort of doesn't feel like that is my place to do. I do want to do it at some point, but that's, I think, if I can save up some money to actually buy some good camera gear, maybe, or at least another phone to set that up, I would need to get a new graphics card for this computer and stuff like that as well. A few microphones, of course, to make that work. But definitely something I would want to do. Why am I stupid? As RD there, ND, and one first level. It would have 4, I guess, slots. Might give it 5 just because I might be a little bit evil, but we will see. Slots. Cantrips. Don't know how many it's gonna have, but of course at will. Sorry, I'm getting some chatter from other people here and there. It's kind of annoying that I can't, because I know we have a few more viewers here now. Let's see, how do I do that? There, we can do that. Oh, there. Okay, that's good to know. No, of course not. Just blinking would of course not activate that. It is like when you do things like this, like when it's not seen or out of sight. That means like it technically has to be out of sight for one person's full round, so to speak. But that's a good question. For sure. What sort of cantrips would we want to give this type of creature? Let's take a look at some cantrips. I'm not sure. Can I not see that? Okay. I don't know. YouTube is weird. Let's see. Spells, cantrips. Let's check my notes as well. Let's go through here a little bit and see what I would want to give this. Mostly Dolly, so ChatGPT. When I generate images, as I am absolutely not an artist, I have no fucking idea how to draw. So yeah, that's what I use for that. I know like Mid-Journey is supposed to be better, but I don't know if I want to pay for that as well. I will want to go and trade out at some point, for sure. Okay. I don't know what sort of cantrips I want to give it actually. Eldritch Blast probably. That's sort of the most aberration type thingy. Sort of, yeah. I think we're gonna, cause I want to give it some sort of thought thing here. Which one is Encode Thoughts? What book is that from? I don't remember that. Let's check that out. Yeah. Let's give it Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. We'll see. We might actually go in and generate some images later on here if we have time and stuff like that. It's from Ravnica. You pull a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind, transform it into tangible string of glowing energy, blah 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 blah, which persists for the duration until if you cast a spell while concentrating on a spell or an ability that allows you to read them. Nah, that doesn't sound like something this creature would have. 5th level, let's put in modify memory here at least. Modify memory. But what other cantrips would it have? Friend? No, I don't think so. Why? Because they're basically supposed to be like a rock star sort of personality, and I mean, a lot of spells that bards usually take are kind of focused around charming behavior and things like that. I mean, it's their spellcasting modifier as well, charisma. So it kind of just became sort of like a meme that they are the face of most D&D groups. That means it also so it does all the talking, and then persuasion became a thing, and a lot of people just let people. If you roll high enough persuasion, you can kind of charm anything to do anything. And I mean, back in the day, not back in the day, but like in 3rd edition, 2nd edition, things like that. Hello Tao, welcome to the chat. It's nice to see you here. Well, back in the day, yeah, sort of most of the people that played D&D was teenage boys, to be honest. And what does teenage boys like more than sex? Pretty much, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? Especially in the 80s. So, yeah, 70s, 80s. That kind of became a thing. Sort of. That bards are used for that sort of thing, because why not? And who doesn't want to charm and fuck a dragon? Everyone wants to charm a dragon, right? Just look at Donkey from Shrek. Let's see. Let's get back to topic though. We need to check spells. I think we're gonna give it Mind Sliver. That sort of also feels right up its alley. You drive a destroying spike of psychic energy through the mind of a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. Yeah, 60 feet, that's sort of a good range for this creature. Actually, we might just put this in and remove Eldritch Blast now that I think about it. Yeah, let's do that. this fits more as its damaging cantrip over Eldritch Blast, I think. So let's give it that. I mean, minor illusion is creating objects. It's not the same as what we're going for with like altering memories and stuff like that, but you could use this and role play it as that, of course, like saying more. It's not actually creating an image in reality. It's creating this image in your mind instead, making you see it that way. I think that's totally fine. Well, I think you're the only student here. Tao is my wife. That's checking in on me so I'm not doing anything stupid. I promise, darling, I'm not doing anything stupid now. I'm trying to not do anything stupid now, at least. Yeah, let's give it my minor illusion. Minor illusion and message. Again, sort of to play into that sort of, you can fuck with your mind sort of thing. Let's think about what first level spells we want to give this creature. Like both Arms of Hadar and Armor of Agathis is sort of like in line because it is an aberration, so that is kind of fits with that sort of Cthulhu sort of theme. We can look at them. Cause fear would definitely be something to think about. Disguise self, I think, is a very viable option to give it as well. Let's see if there's anything else I think could fit. Hex, yeah, no, not really. Don't know what that is. That's an UA spell. I kind of want to see what it is though. Jim's Magic Missile? I have no idea what that spell is either. Let's check it. I thought Puppet was a spell now. Let's check that as well. Silent Image, I definitely want to give it. Let's go through and look at that one as well. Other than that, I don't think there's anything particular here. Let's check this. Again, this is sort of like minor illusion, what I'm thinking as well. Like, I'm giving this creature this, but I would role play it as it's creating it more in your mind than actually in reality as the spell states, right? Like, you create an image, an object, visible, yada yada yada. But yeah, I'd say like I would always do it as, no, it does this inside of your mind if it uses this for sure. So we're gonna save that there. Armament is one thing, but first disarmament is very strong. I haven't been here that often. I didn't even know we could do that. That's cool. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem like something I want to do here. What is this? Okay. I don't know what book. It's from Acquisitions Inc. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't care about that. Mm-mm. This is again UA, but I kind of want to look at it. Unleash a torrent of size in the mind of one creature you can see within range. And printing ability to make decisions. The target must make. Yeah, it was from Acquisitions Inc. It's a D&D show from Penny Arcade. Very comedic, very goofy, very fun. Worth a watch. Go on YouTube and look at. I think you can just search for the C Team. Yeah, there's a character there named Jim. And I think he's the CEO of Acquisitions Inc. in that D&D story, and he's a wizard, and he made that magic missile apparently. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of legacy spells like that. If you check spell list for D&D, like Big Beast's Hand and Tasha's Hideous Laughter and things like that, that's actually characters that were played by Andrews and Gygax and those guys that actually created the game to begin with. So they are named spells from those people. Like a lot of things in D&D actually have that legacy, sort of, especially when it comes to spells and Volo and all those guys. This might be a little bit the end of each turn. It takes can make, and that's this is a cool ability. Might snatch that for something else for this creature. This guy's self we're gonna use, so let's put that over there. I'm gonna leave that over there because we might go back to that. Yeah, this we absolutely are going to use for him as well. Yeah, sure. Don't worry about it. So let's leave that there. These three, and I think this might Will we put in that there? No. I think we're gonna do this for him as well. There was nothing else I wanted there really. No. So let's do armor. Let's do cause fear, disguise, and silent image for its spells here. That's right. So we do armor of, how do you spell that weird ass name again? AGH ATHYS. Cause fear. Close these. Write them in again. Then we have this. Yeah, don't worry, dude. Just mention anyone you want. That is not a problem. I might even know who it is once you mention them. So, okay. So we have there. What do we have for second level spells? What fun spells could we give it for second level? I think we're gonna give it like 2 or 3 here as well. Calm Emotion could be one to give for sure. Crown of Madness I just like. Detect Thoughts is an obvious one. I don't recognize that. Yeah. What kind of content does he do about D&D then? Oh, okay. Yeah. Been watching a lot of MTG content lately, actually. Just I can't. I'm trying not to get back into that shit. I'm trying not to get back into Magic the Gathering. It's fucking too expensive. Ah, here we have another gyms. Let's check that one out as well. I kind of want to read that one as well. Kinetic chant, no, knock, no, locate object, magic mouth. Mind spike we're probably gonna give for sure. Major image we could absolutely go for. Let's check that out. Which one is that again? Yeah, sure. Send me a link to whatever video you think is good. Oh, shatter. Mind whip maybe. We've almost done an hour already, actually. Oh, we have done an hour actually already. Vortex warp could be something. Let's check these out. Son of Truth. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Calm emotion. Do we want to do this? Attempt to suppress strong emotions. Man, no, that's not really. I mean, it could probably do this, but could probably do this for sure, but probably not gonna put it in just because that can be confusing. Human you can see within range must, yeah, exactly, or become charmed by you for the duration. Well, just crown, yada yada yada. The target must make. Yeah, I think we might put that in. Detect thoughts just makes sense. If you are a companion or fighting creature, it has advantage on the save, on a fail save. Oh. Oh yeah, we're gonna give it enthrall as well for sure. Let's check Jim's glowing coin. When you cast this spell, you hurl the coin is the spell's material component. The coin light up as if under the effect of the night spell. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of coin must make a wisdom saving throw or be. Ha! That's kind of a cool spell. No. So detect thoughts, how that actually works pretty much is just you can read a person's thoughts to some extent. I mean, yeah, you could argue that it will work that way, but it's more flavor for this creature here, just to be able to try and delve deeper into another person's mind, kind of figuring out what they want and shit like that. It's a good way to force some role play. And I mean, this creature might not be hostile immediately to the players as well, so this could be a way sort of for it to gather information and things like that too, which I think this creature might actually try and do from time to time. Mind spike. Reach out into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, yada yada yada. On a fail or half as much. On a fail save, you also always know the target's location until the end, but only while two of you are in the same. Yeah, when you have this knowledge, the target can't be hidden from you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would have this, I think, as well. So we have 4 spells. I don't think we're gonna give it anything more, but let's just check. This again is just an illusion spell. It's the wrong one. That one we don't care about. While 20 feet you can see within range. Wait, you fill a 20-foot cube you can see with Fey and Draconic Magic. Roll Mischief Table. Yeah, no, that's not for him. Tush. Yeah, there is an emoji button for sure. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, that didn't work. I don't know why it didn't. Let's see. You psychic lash out one creature in range. Target must make, yeah, on a failed psychic damage. It can't. Yeah. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, action, or bonus action. It gets only one of these. A successful will take half as much damage. Huh. That is probably something it's gonna have over Mind Spike, I think. Yeah. I think enthrall this. Maybe that one goes away as well. I don't know. We'll see. Vortex Warp. No. I think she's downstairs with the kids. Don't even know if she's still in the stream. No, she left the stream. She might be doing something on her phone. She might be working on her phone. Let's see. You might twist space around another creature you can see within your range. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw. The target can choose to fail, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The chosen space must be on a surface. Nah, that's definitely not something it will have. Warp Sense. This is okay. No. So the thing is, I don't know. I think 4 level 2 spells is enough to give it. So I don't know if we're gonna remove Crown of Madness or Mind Spike. One of these 2 are absolutely gonna go away. The question is, which one? Huh. Well, that's a tough one, to be honest. Let me do this. Yeah, she is a sweet as a woman, for sure. Oh, someone has messaged me on Discord. Let me just check. Don't care about that. Where is he? I can't find it now. That's too bad. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, let's get back to this. Wow, it seems like the stream is pretty far behind. I need to sort that out for next time. I don't actually know how that works properly, but we will figure out that next time. No, that's really hard for me to find out because I mean there's what, 3, 4 students at least in 2 different classes that keeps asking me about D&D sometimes, so it's kind of hard to guess which one you are. I'm sure you will let me know next Wednesday, so. Okay. Do we want Mind Spike? Do we want Crown of Madness? I think we want this. This sounds like a fun spell to me. And so is Crown of Madness. It's just so stupid. No, it doesn't fit as well with the theming. I think this or this could. I think these 4 are what we're going with. Yeah. Yep. Let's do that. Let's go with Mind Whip. I don't need to do that. It's just nice. Is that next week? Oh yeah, it might be. Huh. I don't know when your test. Sorry, I check up what I'm teaching next week on Sunday when I'm preparing lessons. Whip, was it whip, right? Yeah, Mind Whip. Let's do this in order so I don't get confused later. Blah, 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 blah. So we have detect outs. We have an thrall, and we have Mind Spike. I think that looks good. And let's close these then. We don't need them anymore, not for now at least. I can always go back later. Let's check on level 3 spells. I'd say we're going to do 2 or 3 here as well. I mean, Animated Dead is such a fun spell, but it's not something that it would do. Nah, you guys tired me out, so I didn't have even the energy to get angry in the other class. But they were way worse than the first class today. For sure. Fear maybe? Depends on how they worded fear. Counterspell is just so good, but does it fit this creature? Yeah, I guess it does, because it sort of alters reality. That's the same for Dispel Magic, though. Let's check that one as well. No, not Haste. On Hunger. Hypnotic Patron, maybe, could be something to give it. That's just protection, if I remember correctly. Major Image. I mean, motivational speech could be something kind of cool for it. No summoning spells, I don't think, for this one. Not really. Tongue, sure. This feels like I'm missing something I was thinking of. Did I write down anything in my notes? What is that? Non-detection maybe? Okay, let's check through these spells. I think 3 tops spells. We're gonna give this for its third level spells here. Phantom Image, increase your worst fear. Yeah, my streaming gear is very, very lacking right now. I mean, on this computer, I have an old, I think it's a 1050 graphics card on this. I mean, the memory and the processor is decent. It's pretty new, for sure. But yeah, the graphics card is shit. I don't really have a good mic for streaming or a good webcam. That's why I don't have my face on in the stream. When I make videos, I do that on my phone. Camera is so good there, so that's fine to do. But the webcam I have here is pretty shit. So yeah, I mean, I know I could use my phone as a webcam as well, and it's like watermarks and shit, and I don't want that. Yes, Fear I think is definitely a contender. I mean, Counterspell is always a contender. Just 'cause fucking Counterspell is so good. Choose a creature, third or lower. I mean, that's good as well, but I don't think it would not. Yeah. And twist and pattern. On a fail, creature become charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, creature is capacitated 0 speed. Again, yes, this is very useful and very good, but I think because it's like creating it in the air, sort of, I don't really want that. Again, we could. Let's leave that up for now. Yeah. Wink, C has resistant psychic damage. No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this creature just resistance to psychic damage anyway, so we don't need this. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's sort of what I'm looking for mostly. And yes, my knowledge of D&D is pretty large, but when it comes to what exactly every spell does, I don't remember many of them just at the top of my head like this. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that as well. Like using darkness or blindness as one of its spells, because it probably would learn spells like that, right? Because it would take advantage um, of its traits to get erased from memory if you don't see it. So yeah, I might go back and change that, because yeah, silence blindness is a good spell for that. I think we're not gonna pick this one up. Motivational speech, that's a cool spell, but not for us. Connect greed, no. Non-detect. Duration, you hide. Target you can touch from divination magic. Target can't be. Okay, so fear absolutely, but not finding anything that I really want to give it for its third level spells here. Yeah, no, exactly. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. But so this is here, blindness, deafness, sort of like the spell to go for that. You can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature. See Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it becomes either blind or death. Obviously, it would probably always choose blind for duration at the end of each of its turn. I mean, this is really good for it, of course. But so are these. I mean, we could take away Mind Spike for that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go for that actually. That is not a bad idea at all. As a deafen or deafness? Deafness. Yeah, that is a really good point, actually. Yeah, let's give it that instead. Because, yeah, it will probably use that spell a lot. Uh, just because of the anti-memory trait, right? Yeah, sort of like, oh, yeah, cast a second level spell, then do the mind attack thingy. Yeah. For sure. Let's do these. Go back there. I think we're just gonna do fear. Fear, dispel magic. Fear. Counterspell. Dispel magic. Yeah. Now for its 4th level spells, we're gonna give him 2. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure we're gonna give it Confusion, just because that's so very fitting for this. But let's take a look at everything else. Can we do Banishment? Yeah, maybe. Compulsion could be something. Ooh, wait, did we forget about Command? That's a level 1. We might switch this to Command. Let's just check that quickly. How did I forget about Command? Let's take a quick look at Command. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of need to give it Command. Like, we don't care about these things in that way. Yeah. So we need to change a little bit here. What's that? Yeah, let's do Command there instead. And now let's look at the 4th level spells here. This happens quite a lot when I do monsters. I go back and forth and do a bunch of other things, but I do want to try and get these spells cleared out. So Confusion, Compulsion. Let's see if there's anything else I immediately can see. Ego Whip. What the fuck is Ego Whip? I just need to know what that is. No idea what that is. This could be something, actually. Phantasmal Killer can absolutely be something. Let's do Psychic Lance. Summon Aberration. Just summon more of them. I wonder what level up we can. What's the highest creature that one can cast? Because this is an aberration. If we could, it would be funny. Okay, it's just that's how that works. It kind of would be funny if we could just kind of summon another one. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. But no, let's check the other ones. So. Let's start from the beginning. Confusion. Twist creature's mind. I mean, just the wording there immediately sounds like it should be something we should use. Affected creatures can't take reaction and must roll a d10 at the start of each of the turn to determine what they do. Yeah, I mean, yes, we need that. A creature of your choice that you can see within range and that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. A target automatically succeeds. Yeah, if they can't, of course. Target affected by the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that is horizontal to you. Each affected creature must use as much of its movement as possible to move in a direction on its next turn. It can take actions before. No. I mean, yes, but no. Yeah, let's leave that up and we maybe come back to that. What the hell is E going? You lash the mind of one creature you can see with range, filling it with despair. Or suffer disadvantage on attack rolls, avoid checks and saving throw, and can't cast spells at the end of each of its turn. I mean, that's a cool thing, but it's a bit powerful, I think. Also, it's a UA, so we're not going to use that. Is that? Maybe. Doesn't matter. This we could use. I know how that works. It's just yada yada yada. Yeah, you tap into Nightmare. That's just exactly what we want. Let's move that over here. Let's check this one last one. You unleash a shimmering lance of psychic power from your forehead at the creature that you can see within range. Alternatively, you can utter a creature's name. If the named target is within range, it becomes the spell's target even if you can't see it. I must make a saving or fail. Is incapacitated into stuff. That might be something cool to give it as well. Something different for sure. What do we think? Which of these four should we actually use? I do think we shouldn't give it more than 2. So I think Confusion and Phantasmal Killer. Let me see here again. Successful. On a failed target becomes frightened for the duration at the end. We have a lot of frightened effects, so let's do these 2 instead. Confusion just feels right. Confusion and Rollo. Psychic Lance up. And now we have the 5th level spells left. We're almost done with our spells. Woohoo! And we're almost done with the stream. We're gonna do maybe another 30 minutes or so, but we will see. Sorry about that. Let's do that. Let me do this. Which one am I in here? Okay. How does that work? I don't know. Where were I? There and there. Okay, 5th level spells. Let's think what we want. Modify memory just has to be there. Could do something like modify, dominate, maybe hold monsters, things like that. Mislead might be something as well. Let's check these. Dominate person. You attempt to beguile a person that you can see within range. Must yeah. And while target is charmed, you can telepathy. Sorry. That's kind of a cool ability for it, for sure. Visible at the same time that. I mean, that's also something cool we could use. You can see through its eyes. That's gone cool. Telekinesis is cool. What was this? This is wild mount. I don't want to use anything like that, because everyone might not have access to that stuff. I feel like we need something. Dominate person kind of feels right for this. Close down. We don't need that up. We don't need that up. It's between these three, I think. This doesn't feel as right for this, I don't think. I think this is more in line with what we want. This or this. Let's take away that. Modify memory. We have. It should have some sort of ability to do some sort of damage with this, for sure. Running mouse. There isn't anything real here. Which one is that? That's just raising dead, right? Or controlling undead creatures, I think. So probably not that. Yeah, no. I think dominate person. Yeah, that seems right to me. Okay, so we have done that. I don't think it's gonna have any direct vulnerability, so we can remove that. It is gonna be immune to psychic damage. Don't think it's gonna be immune to anything else. Resistances? No, I don't think so. No, as of right now, I'm gonna leave this blank. I might just leave it here in case I think of something that feels correct for it. Conditions? Let's think about it. Probably charm and frighten, at least. Yeah. But other than that, I don't think anything. Charmed. Charmed and frightened, just because, I mean, yeah, you can't really modify its psyche in that sort of way. It could be paralyzed, because that could be more body than mind. Senses. It probably has true sight, though. How exactly does true sight work again? Is there anything I need to check on true sight? True sight, where is my true sight? There it is. Creature with true sight to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, visible creature. Yeah. Yes, it absolutely has true sight. Out to 60 feet, probably. Passive perception, obviously it has something. Don't know exactly what yet. It is probably skilled in perception. Yeah, it's gonna have normal standard resistance here to Ning, piercing, and flashing from non-magical attacks. I hate that Google Docs don't want it to be written like that. So skills, does it have any skills in particular? Let's think. I mean, it's in your mind, so persuasion and deception. Yeah, intimidation. Yeah. Intimidation. Persuasion. That feels right for it somehow. Because it's sort of in your mind, right? The pluses here, I don't know yet. So let's leave them open for now. That's obviously going to depend on our charisma stat we actually give it, which I don't think is going to be particularly high. So, I mean, it's still going to be a minimum of +4 to each of these. Probably a little bit higher, but not by much. Saving throws, int, so that is +8. Probably wisdom, I'd say. Wiz, whatever we give it in Wiz, obviously. So I'm going to set the pluses here so I don't forget stuff like that. Of course, we're going to do much more with this as well. Still a lot of wording and things that needs to be fixed. HP needs to be fixed. Stats needs to be fixed. Well, let's go here. Languages. All? Does it speak all? No, I don't think so. Deep. speech, as it is an aberration, probably common. It's probably up common, but it can also do this. Obviously, we should just write that telepathically up to 60 feet or something like that. Feet. Yeah, that's not how it's spelled. Telepathy? Telepathically? Telepathy. And like that? No, that doesn't seem right. Telepathy. Yeah. It doesn't look right, but if Google says it's correct, we will leave it at that. Oh shit, we forgot to do some legendary actions for this creature. Of course it's gonna have some legendary actions. Maybe we should take a look at that. Don't think it's gonna have any mythical actions. It might have one, something big. But for now, let's just do this. Sure. You wanna be friends? Sure, here. Let's think about this. What do we want to do with legendary actions here then? So I think this is going to be around 10, so I don't want to give it full 3 actions. Instead, we are going to do it like this for now. The meme can take 2 actions, choosing from the options below. Only one legendary can be used at a time, of course, and only at the end of another creature turn. The anti-meme regains spent legendary actions at the start of its turn. How many spelling mistakes did I do? And that's not bad. And then start. Good. What can it do though? That's the question. This is harder. Welcome back, welcome back. We're trying to figure out what legendary actions we should give this creature now. For you that's quite new to D&D, legendary actions is a thing some strong creatures get. Basically they can take some specific actions that it knows at the end of other people's turns. It's basically to balance like action economy and stuff like that. That is used in Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, we're trying to figure out what we should give it. I think it should be something like it can hide itself. Or make everyone just basically become invisible, maybe? Or is that a bit too much with this? That would be so annoying for them, though. Oh, am I too mean now? I don't know. Maybe I'm too mean. uh, yeah. Okay. Let's be mean. Again, this might change, of course. Uh, let's do this. Oh, my wife is back too. 3 people in the chat. Woohoo! I think we're gonna do something like this. Disappear. How do we want to word this though? Disappear. It's cost 1? Probably. Let me think about this. Is it cost 1? Let me do this just quickly. I'm trying something here, boys and girls. Give me one moment before we continue here. I'm gonna try something so I can actually see this better. I hope so. We have more people watching today, which is always nice. Let's do it like this. Yeah, okay, so disappear. So I think this is gonna be a cost of 1. So let's put that there. Cost 1 action. And just turns invisible. Yeah. Turns invisible until the start of its next turn. I mean, that is fucking brutal for them. That is so brutal. Turn or until it. Yeah, I mean it's invisibility. Invisibility always breaks when you do something, if I'm not mistaken. Where do we have that? Is that not in here? No, it's not. Yeah, there. Yeah. So invisibility basically works like this. For the purposes of hiding, you are heavily obscured. Basically, you have advantage on stealth checks. You can still be detected by noise you make or tracks you leave. You have advantage attack rolls. So, okay, it doesn't actually technically break on attack, so we should probably put that in. Or if the meme take the action side movement. This is just to shore up things like well, technically wouldn't be able. I mean, it depends. We maybe we give it an attack here as well, because technically, yeah, it costs 2 actions. This one costs 1 action. If we give it something else that also costs 1 action, it can technically do that. And if we don't leave this part in here, that would mean that the invisibility doesn't break. which would be really brutal. Uh, so I think we're gonna do it like that, just to shore that up. We should put in some other stuff as well. Let's think about this. It could be mind attack as well. Yeah, mind attack costs 1 action. Thank you, darling. It's very nice of you to be here. So basically just makes 1 melee attack with mind attack. Yeah, I'm basically just stating that it can use this for the cost of 1. And then I think we should have something like that affects memories in some way as well, like an erase memory function of sorts, kind of like what we watched here, maybe. I might rephrase this in some way. Let me think there for a second. I don't know, what do you guys think in the chat? I don't know how many people are in the chat right now. I kind of want to do something big, just erase memories in some way. Let's call it erase memory for now. And let's put it at the cost of 2. So like I wanted to kind of maybe just erase everything that happened within a set span of time. So let's write it out like this. Pick 1 feature within in range. No, pick 1 creature that the by can see within 30 feet, 60 feet. Question mark, just leave a question mark here for the distance. Don't know how far it will actually be. The target must make DC 16. That's what we're using for now. Int save on failed. Sorry, someone's writing to me. Okay, someone on Discord trying to sell or promote some sort of oh, we help you promote your channel and stuff. They're quite a lot. They're very annoying. I'm doing this as a hobby. I'm not gonna spend money on promoting my channel, not yet. On a failed save. Yeah, well, I'm Benjamin. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this might be used for Monster Monday at some point. We have another creature coming up this Monday. Today we are making something called the anti-meme. This is very much a placeholder name though. We are coming up at the end of the stream, I just noticed. We're gonna stream for another 10 minutes or so, I think. I'm at least gonna finish up the saving or the legendary actions here at least. Then after that we will see. Yes, over so soon, unfortunately. I have other stuff I need to do as well. I have work tomorrow. Let's see. On a failed save, I don't know. Let's just wow. Let's write it like this. I'm very glad you could come in and say hello at least. Very, very lovely of you. I actually watched 2 of your other videos today. Very interesting, very fun. I'm kind of thinking about trying out that baseball clash game. Though I don't know shit about baseball, so your channel will definitely help if I ever decide to actually try it. Creature forget all forget all events, everything that happened, events that happened in the last 24 hours, and putting question mark here just to mark out that I don't know that it will be within this time or not. It's sort of just up in the air for now. Yeah, would this affect this would not this affect not affect this English language, come on. I don't know, do you play any D&D? Benjamin, have you ever tried? This does not affect its knowledge about the game's existence if it has all fail its save against forget or anti-memory. Something like that. I think this wording needs to be fixed a lot for sure. But that looks okay for now. Wow, we have actually done a lot today. I do want to take a quick look at this. So we are going to give this an AC of 15 for now. Again, this might change once we finalize this creature. That would just be a natural armor, I think. I might call it something else like psychic armor or something stupid like that, just to sort of spice it up a little bit. So let's do some stats. It's not weak per se, but so it should just have 10, I think. It should be a little bit more dexterous, so let's leave that as a 14, so that becomes a +2. How about his constitution? What do we think there? Should we have a +3 or +2 here? I think it's quite hardy. It is an aberration, so it's not human in that sense, so it might be a bit more bulky, even though its 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 appearance might be like normal, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that. We might think a little harder about that one. Uh, Wisdom, I think, should be a bit higher. Uh, Again, well, I think let's leave it at 15. Not quite a 16, so not quite a +3, but anyway, up there. It's not very charming per se in that sense. I think we're gonna leave it at 12, so it does get a boost there. What you mean to the con? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can just do that for now. Let's put it at 14 so it gets a +2. We can always shift these things around. So now we can actually do these things. So it's wisdom then. Wisdom saving throw would be 6. And all of these would be +5s. Well, no. We're gonna do that as it has expertise in them, I think. So 8 + 1, so 9s in all of them. That sounds about right to me. See, we're getting here. We're getting here. We need speed. I think it just has 30 for now. No flight, no nothing. So that would be a +2, 1. Where do we want to land on its HP? Yeah, that is a good question. I sort of think I want to be somewhere around like 120-ish for it. So what would that be? Let's do some quick maths. I know you can't see my calculator as always, but so 1d8 is 4.5, right? Yeah, so we want 120. We want to land there, so we need to split that on 4.5 plus 2. That is 6.5. Split that on 6.5. Now we can come to 18. Okay, so let's use 18 as our basis then. What is 18 times 2 is 36, so a +36. So let's do this properly then. So 18 times, what did we say, 4.5 plus 36 is 117. Okay, that seems about right. Let's take a quick look. We're almost done actually with the whole outline for this, which is kind of perfect because we have technically 3 minutes left. So let's go through here, quickly look. 15 AC, so not super high. It's going to be sort of easy to hit if you can hit it. Resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, standard from those things. Immune to psychic damage. This is a big one because psychic damage is usually a very, very good damage source for players, as very few creatures are immune to this or even resistant to it. Conditions: charmed and frightened. Yeah, it's a mind freak, so that makes sense. It's passive perception. It's not proficient in it, so we should just give it a plus. So 12 for that. Okay, yeah, sure, makes sense. Sort of for me. I mean, we could boost that with a little bit more just to spice it up, I think, but no. 12. That's the correct way to do it. So let's not fuck around with it. Common, deep speech. I don't even know if it has common, to be honest. Maybe it's just using its telepathy. No, I think it would be kind of walking around, skulking, and like eavesdropping sort of on other creatures while figuring them out. With this is powerful stuff. Let me do a quick math here. What level spellcaster would this be? A ninth level, right? I think so. Let's go for. Let's check the wizard. I think we'll classify this as an eighth or ninth level spellcaster, sort of. I know I can check others like Artificer and stuff like that. I just always check the wizard when I do these double checks. When do we get our fifth level spell slots? So we have two. How many spell slots did we give him there? Two, right? Yeah. So this would make him 10th level. Yeah, 10th level. Alright, that makes sense. Proficiency 4. We're kind of in line pretty much with everything. So let's make him a 10th level. Let me double check the other slots. I'm not 100% sure about them. So what do we have there? We have 4, 3, 3, 3, 2. Do we have the same? 4, 3. Yeah. Okay. Huh? See, I'm not as dumb as I look. Yeah. So then I kind of can delete this for now. Don't need that math there anymore. I know I'm in line with that where I want it now. So let's just not 0. There we go. So let's leave it like that. This I don't know. Might leave it at. I kind of want that as I'm thinking was talking about adding sort of a blindness to his multi-attack here, because then he could use blindness for that. So yeah, let's leave that up to level 2. That will boost the CR here a lot. Yeah, this is pretty low, sure, but it is psychic damage, and it is a big stun effect there as well. Remember what stun does. Where do we have our stun? So you are incapacitated, cannot move, and can speak only. What? Sorry. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You automatically fail strength and save. And yeah, incapacitated means you cannot take actions or reactions. This actually, for those of you who don't know, this actually means that you can't actually take bonus actions as well. It's worded a little wonky, but that's what it means. So that's more the thing with this than anything else. Then we have the forget. You actually forget an ability, which is big. Legendary actions, yes, only 2, but these are big ones. This needs to be reworded a lot. Don't think it's gonna have any mythical actions, so let's just erase that. Same with bonus actions. It's not gonna have any bonus actions. That's it. Yeah. For now, this seems I'm gonna go over balancing a lot more, but I think this is Challenger in 10, and that would leave it at 5,900 XP. Yeah, there's my sheet. Yep, absolutely. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much, boys and girls, for joining me here today. And hopefully I'll see you around and you will come and join us another time when we do this again. Thank you so much. And remember, keep your dice rolling and your imagination flowing. Bye-bye.